Capricorn ascendant. For Capricorn ascendant, especially Capricorn moon sign, Saturn is on your first house. And if you are a Capricorn moon sign, you are running the second phase of Sadesati. 2022 will bring a fresh lease of life, a fresh air. That because Saturn will be no longer with Jupiter. Jupiter is already in the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius Jupiter is aspecting your 6th and 8th lord, therefore correcting any negativity that you have faced from the past couple of years. Not only this, Rahu's movement in the 4th house and Jupiter's movement in the 3rd house is definitely going to be a wish fulfilling transit. So 2022 is a year where your dreams will come true, your desires will be fulfilled, and you will get what you deserve. Let's discuss area by area how different areas gets affected by the planetary transit in 2022. Starting with business and finance. So your first house will find Saturn, and this Saturn is going to aspect the 7th house. That means those who are born with Capricorn ascendant will definitely see some sort of restriction. For a brief period of time, Saturn will move in the sign of Aquarius on 29th of April. Until mid of July, the Aquarius will be under the effect of Saturn transit. This Saturn movement stop the restriction in the 7th house. This restriction will be lifted off, and therefore you will get some fresh chance to re-innovate your business, do something unique about your business, invest in your business, upgrade. It will also give you a recovery from the financial perspective, and also it will give you new avenues. A new partnership can be on the cards. People who are associated with manufacturing, architecture, metal, coal, iron, and any kind of travel, tourism, trade and commerce, especially if you are associated with transport business, you will see a significant amount of growth once Saturn goes in the sign of Aquarius. But if you're a Capricorn moon sign, then definitely your 7th lord is under the effect of Saturn. That means you will still continue facing the restriction, the mental restriction, but the moment Jupiter will move in the sign of Pisces, this Jupiter will start aspecting the sign of Cancer with the aspect of exaltation. That means the house that was facing the restriction from the Saturn will now face the grace of Jupiter. That means a very positive expansion of the house of Cancer will happen for you. That means it will affect your business area. Your decisions will give you positive results. People will support you. You will get good guidance. Your business will also favor you. After April 2022, Jupiterian movement in the sign of Pisces will aspect the 7th and the 11th house, therefore increasing your capacity to work. Yes, your struggle will also increase to a certain extent, but so will your income, and the load on you will also increase. So be ready to work hard in 2022, because lot of new opportunities will come in this year and will give you avenues to expand. Those who will work hard, those who are willing to give more time to their career and business will see a very positive growth. There will be a time when Mercury will be in the sign of Gemini and the sign of Virgo, especially in the sign of Virgo. Mercury will be exalted at that time, and that is the time where you can push for new investment. That is the time where you can push for a growth if you are associated with IT, telecom, communication, or if you are associated with banking and finance. And this will happen on 21st of August. And for a couple of months, from 21st of August till 26th of October, Mercury will have the effect of exaltation in the Virgo zodiac sign. So make the best use of this transit, make the best use of your planetary movement, but also understand that your 7th house is controlled by Moon, and Moon is basically mind. If you really want to grow in 2022, you need to keep your mind free from negativity. You need to create a lot of affirmations, have positive mindset. Don't cheat, don't do a negative karma. Keep your head clear. Whatever you want to do it with a lot of planning, a lot of structure, and with some backup, and you will see that you will become successful. Yes, it does not show exponential growth, but it do show a lot of stability. You will get the platform from which you will be able to build your life, and the foundation Saturn will create is stronger than you have seen. So overall, from the business perspective, I see a very positive year ahead. Career and job. Now, from the job perspective, after April 2022, you will see major shift in your career. You would want to end your current job, move to a different job. You would also want to completely transform your domain, because Ketu's presence in the 10th house will disconnect you from the career and the environment. There will be cases where people would prefer to work from home and refuse to go to office. There will also be the cases where you are suddenly disconnected from your load, team has been taken away, your designation has been taken away. So don't worry. When that happens, it means your period in that zone might be over. You have to reassess and reevaluate your position in your career, and maybe you will have to take a giant leap of faith. Rahu in the 4th house also means finding a new comfort zone. Maybe the kind of comfort zone you have created for yourself is not enough. Jupiter in the 3rd house after April gives you new opportunities in your career, because this Jupiter will be 6th from the 10th house. From 17th March till 10th of April, Venus will be exalted in the 3rd house, and that gives you very good opportunity, especially if you are associated with creative field of art and craft, field of food, field of education, and field of perfume, and something that is associated with beauty. Because Venus in the 3rd house makes you highly creative, and creative output, even if you're not associated with any of such field, having a creative output is going to prove to be the best decision that you will be taking to improve your career. So make sure that you're doing something creative. At least you're learning a new musical instrument, learning a new language, planning a future course that can help you renovate your career, because this is a transit of renovation, rejuvenation. So make the best use of this transit, and don't let Ketu take away the joy in your career. Don't let Ketu take away the passion. Rather, find a new passion, because 2022 means you are going to rediscover what makes you happy. Find your own happiness. Coming to the next area, marriage and relationships. Now, because Saturn is in the 1st house, for the Capricorn moon sign people, only when Jupiter moves in the sign of Pisces, that is after April 2022, this Jupiter will aspect the 7th house, the house of Cancer, and will open up the prospects of marriage under limited conditions. For Capricorn ascendant, the same thing will happen, but this will be more material in nature. That means it will execute faster. If you are willing to get married, you need to put your efforts more after July 2022, and you will see that positive outcome will happen. Positive outcome of the marriage also means that you will be much more happier. You will find a true partner, but wait, because Saturn is on the ascendant, which also aspects the 7th house, it means there will be some compromises. You will have to understand your role, responsibility. It is not a blind wish fulfillment, rather it is giving you what you deserve. So first, planets will evaluate who you are, what is your capacity, and accordingly you will get the result. So if you really want the second half of 2022 to be best for you, then become the best version of yourself in the first half of 2022. From the other relationship perspective, Venus will be debilitated when it goes in the sign of Virgo. So when Venus is in Virgo and Libra, you need to watch out for major problems in love and relationship. It can cause breakups, it can cause broken heart. So at that time, you need to pray to the Venus, pray the Shukra Bij mantra to stabilize your life. But because this is Saturn aspecting the 10th house, it is not just job or it is not just business, but Saturn is also going to aspect the 3rd house. Everything that is associated with karma, 3, 10 and 7 is now under the control of Saturn. That means you will have to fulfill your duty. First, you realize your dharma, and then you will get what you deserve. So it's more about all those people who deserve the best will get the best. So for Capricorn, I will say, a lot of people will complain that their life is in problem. But then you will have to look back, you will have to correct yourself, you will have to reset your life, because 2022 will give you one opportunity to reset your life, and those who will become successful will not only find their relationship coming into peace and harmony, but also the career and their own personal efforts. The relationship with brothers can be into some problems, especially when Mars will be with Saturn in the sign of Capricorn. The exalted Mars can really create some trouble at home, so control your anger. Patience is going to be the key for a happy life. Coming to the next area, health. Your 6th house is controlled by Mercury. That means you have to control how you communicate. Also, issues related to spine, issues related to varicose veins, issues related to any kind of brain related issue, hypertension, anxiety will become a problem when Saturn will find Mars in the 1st house. Now, there will be a time when Sun will also be in the sign of Capricorn, and this will happen on 14th of January. So when Sun is in the sign of Capricorn, you have to understand that because your 8th Lord is in the 1st house, it is going to affect your health, especially your emotional and mental health. When Sun will be over Capricorn for a Capricorn moon sign, now both moon and Sun comes under the contact of Saturn. At that time, you have to be very optimistic. 2022 is a year of hope. If you are hopeful, if you are happy, if you are doing things that is your passion, then you will see that your health will also improve. Anyways, Saturn coming in the 1st house definitely demands discipline. Those who will be under discipline will not find any major issue, especially from the health perspective. But health of mother can be slight concern after April 2022, because after April, Rahu will move in the 4th house. But overall, if I see, health will not be a major concern if you are disciplined, if you are learning, if you are accepting, if you are going organic, if you are going in nature, if you are coming in sync, if you are not sleeping at night, if you are rejecting alcohol, smoking, then you will see that your health will be just fine. Coming to the last area, learning and education. Jupiter transit in the 3rd house gives you new opportunities, especially to travel abroad, to travel for professional education. People who want to study for government services, government job will also find good growth once Sun is in the sign of Aries. Overall, from the education perspective, if you observe, Venus is more important. So you have to find happiness in education. You want to learn something, that must give you happiness, that must give you enjoyment. Otherwise, life will become boring and you might give up. So don't give up, especially the first half of 2022 is more about technical education. It's more about figuring out what is good for you. And the second half of 2022 is more about trying to reach that unique approach, unique point in your life where you are different from others. And then Jupiter's blessing will give you new courses, new areas. People who are looking for upgradation in their career can look for this. People who want to travel abroad for studies will also find 2022, the second half of 2022, a much favorable time. From the perspective of education and for students, this is a good year. You will see good results. It's like a 1:1 approach. The more you put your efforts, the better your results will be. In case of any education or learning related issue, chant Ma Saraswati mantra, Om Aim Saraswatyay Namah, and you will see that this will give you not only good intellect but also great wisdom. So that was a brief take for Capricorn zodiac sign for 2022. I wish 2022 a very happy, healthy and a prosperous year. With this, we'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.